Hey guys, it's Scarecrow here, and I'm doing this today because, well, let's face it, I don't do videos too often, but when I do, they're usually crap. So this is probably one of those crap videos that I'm gonna do again. But you all know that feeling when you're looking through YouTube. I'm using YouTube as an example. You could use Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And you're going through past this stuff, like on YouTube, you got like your who uploaded what today and whatnot. You got lists and whatnot, and you start scrolling down. You click the view more. And you start seeing older and older stuff. I got down to about the 4th or 5th view more, and well, this is what I basically saw. The thing you're seeing right now. This picture was taken from my YouTube homepage, where I saw some of my favorite videos appear, and well, they're literally 4 years, 3 years old. Alright. And I know some of you have probably seen some of these videos before. If not, go check them out. You can see their names on the screen right now, but I sat there wondering and just sitting there going, huh, this was like 3-4 years ago. You know, D-Notive and all those guys are making music about 3-4 years ago, and that's where it really all started for me. That's when I aspired to be a YouTuber 4 years ago. Oh god. Yeah, this is mainly a nostalgia trip for me, but I feel old. That's what I'm trying to get across right now. I feel old. I'm 18 years old, and I'm feeling insanely old. Now, some of you might be going, you're only 18, you're young. 18, and you have it all because you have nothing. And I'm sitting here going, well, I really had nothing to begin with. Because there's a song that I like to recommend. It's 18 by Fight Dragons. I highly recommend you look it up. It explains this age so well. It's because they're gamers and they remember this age very explicitly. But it's just, when you're 18, you apparently have everything. You've just entered adulthood. You can't drink alcohol yet, by the way. Well, you can drink alcohol in my state with parental permission and in your house, but beyond that, no, you can't go to a bar and drink. But sorry for the crunch. That was a Tic Tac. I'm hungry. But it eventually dissolves down to, what did I have in the first place? Did I have freedom? No. I had a metric ton of rules coming from my parents, along with the rules from the law. And turned 16. Well, now the rules of the law are now applying to me a lot more, but my parents are still kind of my landlords. Then you go 18. Depending on where you are in life, say if you go to college, live in a dorm, as I do, life applies to you in a way to where your parents have minimalistic impact on your living style, and this shows. My phone is dying. But this shows insanely tried and true. When you're trying to do classes, you gotta do laundry, you have to take out the trash, you gotta do all these things. Sure, you don't really have to pay bills or anything, but, you know, that's just a step away. Or maybe if you go to college and you live at home. You don't have to do laundry, that's a bonus. But you have to drive to school every day. You gotta wake yourself up, go to school. You might even have to go get a job to pay for your gas. All these things happen when you're 18, pretty much. It can happen a little bit earlier, but And you start to wonder, what have I done? What's happened? What have I been doing these past few years? Because when you look back and you see these things that happened 4, 5, 3 years ago, and you sit to yourself wondering what happened, you will very, very quickly discover that you've actually just been sitting still. It's not exactly a new concept. When you do something for an extended period of time, say like watch YouTube, you go to school, obviously. And then you come back home, what do you do? And then what's the first thing you do? Do you sit down and watch YouTube videos? I hope you do, because, you know, yay. But, well, what do you do? Just think to yourself, what do you do when you get home? Or if you stay at home all day, like some of my friends do, what do you do? What do you do? Do you talk on Skype? Do you talk on Steam? Do you go watch YouTube videos? Do you play games? What do you do? And it's kind of time to bring this full round circle, because I've been recording for about 5 minutes, 35 seconds. But it all comes down to, do you consider it a waste of time? Do you consider sitting at a computer, watching videos about video games or whatever you watch? Or do you consider sitting down doing video games, playing video games, maybe even recording it for YouTube? Do you consider that a waste of time? I hope you did not answer yes, because if you do, what are you doing with your life? If this isn't what you want to do, then you are literally wasting your time. That's all it ever comes down to. Are you doing what you want to do with life? And for me, yeah, this is what I've been wanting to do for the past 4 years. This is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to sit down every day, watch YouTube. I wanted to slowly grow and see what happens. One of my favorite things to do is to actually observe what happens over the years. And I discover this more and more as I grow older. And I can apply these changes to myself. Like, let's say, like 2012-ish. That was 3 years ago. Minilad. Anyone know that channel? You should, because he's along with Vanos, Dahi Denogla, Moo, and all those other guys. H2O Delirious as well, and Wildcat. But in the 2012 era, he was known as that one drunk guy for the longest time. I remember that. I was not a fan of Call of Duty, but I remember his drunken videos. But beyond that, I try to apply those changes over time to my editing. This is going to be an unedited video, obviously, because I'm lazy. I have college stuff to do, and my time is slowly diminished as I'm studying 4 hours a day, going to classes 3-4 hours a day, sometimes 1 or 2, depending on how lucky I get. And hell, my mom and dad want me to get a job. It's not like I don't have enough free time in the end of the day. The weekends are my time off. And this is usually where I do most of my recording. This is a Sunday when I recorded this, by the way, just so you know. I have weekends. That's it. Life will slowly catch up to you and strangle you. And that is all. I have been Scarecrow, and I say, think about your life. Don't just say ta-ra. Think about your life. Sit down and really consider what you want to do for the next few years and what you've been doing for the past few years. If you're not happy with yourself, just make sure that you change for the next few years so you're happy with yourself. Because if you're not happy, life is technically pointless. Although let's face it, life has no purpose. Ta-ra.